Hi, my name is Matt Fronke. I can dress like a slob too, Dan Falcone, but at least I showered first. I don't know if you saw video number 3, but that's another thing. This is video installment number 4. It's based on the controlled slur exercises in book 1. All of them, all 4 of them, are going to be covered, so there's a lot of ground to cover. Let me just explain, by the way, this is the first of the video series that's not an etude, because I was afraid people were misconstruing that my books are etude books. They're not etude books. I wanted to start out of the gate to get attention to these videos so that you guys know they're here. But this is going to be more of what you're going to see inside my books. So let's get right to controlled slur exercise number 1. These are designed to be trumpet exercises first. You see the chord changes, that's the wrong word, chord symbols above the staff here. This is the C harmonic minor scale broken up. Every note you see on this staff belongs in the C harmonic minor scale. Now, the chords over the top, those are just, if you see those chords when you're improvising down the line or whatever, you can associate those chords to this scale, because this scale would work over both of those chords among many other chords too, but these are just 2 of them. All right, and that's all I'm going to explain about this, the relationship between chords and scales. I just want you to understand the chords are there as a side benefit, but these are trumpet exercises, okay? So when you learn these patterns, after you get them under your fingers and in your ear, you can start looking at the chords above, and you'll start associating the chordal scale or pattern relationships. Okay? Enough said on that. So now, these need to be approached with finesse and the most beautiful sound you can get on the lower end of your volume spectrum. So I put them at mezzo piano, but whatever is a comfortable kind of lower volume, finesse volume for you is how you should do this. All right, sounds like this. Okay, hopefully you heard that as finesse and not force. And what I try to do is get my air flowing steadily, and I try to match the airstream to the note I'm playing, so I can get it right in the bullseye and get maximum ring out of each note. And that's what you should be trying to do on these. You just listen and adjust. Before I launch into controlled slur exercise number 2, let me talk about one adjustment that many don't think about. Horn angle. I find it really helpful to transfer pressure of the chops. If I feel like I'm using too much of one lip, in my case normally upper lip, I either push out my lower lip, this is the lower lip, this is the upper lip, to meet that pressure, to take some of the strain off the upper lip, or I will change horn angle depending on what the desired effect I want. So start experimenting with that when you're doing these, or even better on long tones, and you'll be amazed at the difference it makes in your sound. Just the slightest little tilt, like changing the pressure, the horn angle, and can make a world of difference. And I'm not talking about sliding the mouthpiece around or anything. I'm talking about the same set you always do. Just adjust which part of the lip takes pressure. Hopefully you've got even pressure here. I'm not a big advocate of no pressure. I think that's putting the cart before the horse. I like to think of it as long as I'm, I've got equal pressure going, and as long as my air is working properly, that stuff comes later. The minimal pressure is a result of that. Okay, anyway, here we go. This is controlled exercise number 2, diminished, and this is merely a diminished 7 arpeggio that's broken up. Sounds like this. Okay, now we go to the alternate version of this. It starts out the same way. Like the other 2 before this, breathe and reset after bar 2 so that you can get used to kind of picking off that note above the staff, consistently. And then the difference here is bars 3, 4, and 5 are notes of the entire diminished scale, whole step, half step, ascending from C in this case. Sounds like this. All right, and lastly, let's go to controlled slur exercise number 3. This is whole step major triad pairs. A triad pair is just 2 pair of triads with no common notes that are paired together to make their own device. In this case, it's major triads a whole step apart, and it can be used as a compositional or improvisational device as its own kind of sound. And the chord you see above the line, you can play that pattern over those chords if you do it adeptly. You got to be a little careful in a few cases, but experience will help you with that. Anyway, one more thing I want to say. I like to tell students what Jeffrey Reynolds told me. Jeffrey Reynolds, if you don't know, was bass trombone player with the LA Phil. He was the best at teaching me good sound production and good habits when it comes to fundamentals and breathing. He used to talk about breathing like a yawn, so that you keep everything as relaxed as possible, and then when you expel the air into the horn, think of steaming it up, so you're opening your throat like you're steaming up a mirror. All right, this is what this one sounds like. I'm going to play 2 more, and then we'll be done with this installment. But the 2, I want to play the middle of the exercise and then the very last one, just to demonstrate, hopefully, that despite going more and more into the upper register, it's important to keep the finesse going and the pretty sound going. All right. The other reason I'm picking this one you see on the screen is if you have the book, Taming the Beast, book number 1, go to page 32, second staff, first measure should read B flat 6/9 chord, not E flat 6/9. All right, and that will match the rest of the exercise. It was just a typo. All right, so this is this one. And finally, the highest segment of this exercise. Okay, there you have it. I hope that was helpful. I hope it inspires you to want to play these kind of exercises, whether it's out of my books or elsewhere, but I find this type of playing in particular is very enriching to my daily practice routine. Very helpful. I like to play them oftentimes with a tuner to keep me honest. I try to keep the air flow going steady, not saying overblow, I'm saying steady and controlled. And I rarely play from beginning to end on one of these controlled slur exercises. I'll play a few out of this one, a few out of this one, a few out of this one, and I just try to make sure I'm hitting all my keys over the course of a period of time. And I'll even add some tonguing in if I feel I need a little extra single tongue work. Anyway, the object is to have fun, so I hope you're having fun with my books. I hope you're enjoying these videos as well, and if you are, please go to mattfronkemusic.com/beast-books, and you'll see some more stuff like this on that Beast Books page. Hope to talk to you soon. Thanks again. Bye-bye.